So what we're going to talk about today, family, there it is right there. Crypto Twitter dunks on Richard Hart over a 2-year-long old HEX rug pull. Now, why did they title this article that way? With the rug pull, what is Richard Hart up to now? Let's break this down. On Sunday, a prominent member turned critic of Richard Hart HEX community, Eric Wall, tweeted and entered a chart on HEX on Ethereum's collapsing price. He was dunking on Hart for allegedly causing the HEX rug pull, and crypto members on Twitter, they all duly dogpiled in. They laughed, clicking the like button on tweets about HEX supposed collapse tens of thousands of times. Here's the tweet right here. You have Eric Wall tweeting out HEX on Ethereum, the quote immutable contract, the quote is just you and the code, the quote real DeFi just dumped over 50% because the founder, Richard Hart, tweeted today that he doesn't like HEX on Ethereum. Wow. One person makes a tweet specifying that they don't like the cryptocurrency that they once built on Ethereum, and then that cryptocurrency goes down 50%. Eric then posted again, Mayday, Mayday. We're down 68% now from a single tweet. Understand the social norms that is going on with this scenario, with the situation. The founder of this cryptocurrency HEX, Richard Hart, tweeted out that he doesn't like HEX created on the Ethereum's blockchain, and he moves into another platform that he created called pulsechain. So he's switching over from the original creation that he made on Ethereum's blockchain, saying that it's pointless, it costs too much. So let me run and do a pivot and create the same HEX on my own blockchain, though, on my own exchange. Just by that alone, the cryptocurrency HEX on Ethereum went down 68%. Somebody tweeted to Eric, hey, didn't you predict this one? And he responded back saying, I actually did. And here's the proof right here. This was in May of 2023. Here it comes. I have been curious about the moment for 2+ years, even though nothing is happening to HEX technically right now. Immutable contract. Pulsechain has launched. The value is being sucked from Ethereum ERC20 token to Pulsechain PRC20 purely by social force. Social force. What force is he talking about? Oh, he's talking about that tweet that Richard did saying that he doesn't like HEX on Ethereum anymore. He only did that, and I'm talking about Richard only did that just to make people move from that HEX to the one that he just created on Pulsechain. Now, Eric talked about that about a year ago, though. He mentioned this about a year ago. This is the reason I have been paying attention to this experiment. I don't know so many examples where an ERC20 token that has no admin keys or is not backed by any real world asset just has its value sucked away to another platform just because of a charismatic leader. Yeah, Richard Hart. All he has to do is make a tweet. The value of the original HEX that he created goes down in value massively because he doesn't like it anymore. In reality, Hart didn't rug pull HEX on Sunday, nor has the value of HEX declined over the past 3 months. To explain, HEX exists on 2 blockchains, okay? Ethereum, and now, like I said, Pulsechain. Hart started HEX on Ethereum. This is where he began his project on Ethereum, but claimed to migrate his focus to Pulsechain in order to spare hexagons from Ethereum's high fees. Pulsechain, he claims, is faster and cheaper. Really? But for the last 2 years, you've been pumping and utilizing Ethereum's blockchain And now all of a sudden you went out and created another chain to where HEX is apparently cheaper to use, faster to use. For context, Hart is an ex-Bitcoin maximalist who defected and created 3 altcoins: HEX, PLS, and PLSX. HEX is his flagship creation. Yeah, he created it, featuring the ability to lock up HEX on chain for future rewards. PLS is a fee token for the pulsechain blockchain, and PLSX is a reward token for his most popular exchange. Okay. On Sunday, when Hart endorsed HEX on pulsechain and disavowed HEX on Ethereum, the price of HEX on Ethereum did crash 70%, i.e. rug pull. That reduced its fully diluted valuation from approximately 6.4 billion to 2.6 billion. However, the price of HEX on pulsechain increased on Sunday. Specifically, it rallied 11% as of the publication time, up from approximately $11 billion to $12.3 billion. Okay. So you can see the transition occurring in between these two coins. Value is being drained from the Ethereum HEX and is run into the pulsechain HEX. Now, here's a tweet that Richard Hart did that caused the Ethereum HEX to crash. HEX is much better than Ethereum HEX, the HEX on Ethereum. Why? Gas fees, period. Liquidity, period. Slippage, period. Common sense, period. Will pulsechain eliminate all of these reasons as to why HEX on Ethereum is not better than HEX on pulsechain? Why would you pay $1,000 to end stake instead of pennies? Why would you want crappier order execution, buying into a thinner order book with more slippage, getting less for your money, and the same applies if you sold? Why? What do you think is going to happen when these exchanges build off of pulsechain? Will there not be bad order execution on these exchanges? Will there not be a thin order book? What about with slippage? Are you going to get a good price for your purchase or your selling of HEX on pulsechain? Like, we need to see the proof first. But so many people are simply followers. And if he's going to validate that HEX on pulsechain is better, then his followers will just simply go over, with no proof that pulsechain is going to be better, or the HEX on pulsechain is going to be better than the HEX on Ethereum. So now, gas fees. Ethereum is about to launch or upgrade Denkun. Yeah. Why they come up with that name? I don't know. But hey, let them have at it. Ethereum's Denkun upgrade to launch in 2 days. Here's why it matters. Denkun, the most anticipated upgrade since the merge, is set to ship in 2 days, promising to significantly reduce layer 2 transaction costs. Significantly. So maybe the people should not have removed their HEX or sold their HEX on Ethereum, because maybe this upgrade will eliminate the gas fees that Richard is pretty much saying is the reason why he doesn't like HEX on Ethereum. So what's the real agenda that Richard has in pushing his followers from Ethereum HEX to pulsechain HEX? Is it because he wants to create his own exchange, his own cryptocurrency? He already created 3 cryptocurrencies. He has a community. He has a community of followers who simply would do what he asked them to do. But the purpose that he's trying to get his followers to see is that it costs too much to have Ethereum HEX. So maybe pulsechain, which is yet to be seen, will eliminate all of these things that he brought up as to why HEX on Ethereum is not good. Time will tell. But for some reason, I think Richard will have to, just like the Ethereum team, the Ethereum community is creating new software code to make the blockchain better. Pulsechain will have to do the same thing, especially if more and more people go over there and utilize it. They would have to implement their own Dencun upgrade over there in Pulsechain. But then Richard's going to go ahead and create another exchange, another cryptocurrency, and said that he doesn't like Pulsechain again, and then try to drum up another cryptocurrency, another chain, and said this one is better. Understand when you're getting duped. That's all I'm saying. Just understand when you're getting duped. But that's all I have to say. What do you guys got to say about this? Will HEX on Pulsechain be better? I think the jury is still out on that and deliberating, because I don't think so. Especially if the demand grows on Pulsechain. He will have to create an upgrade to Pulsechain in order to reduce gas fees. If there's even gas fees there, I don't know. Maybe you all know if you guys are followers of Richard Hart. Maybe you guys know if you have HEX on Pulsechain. And what do you think about it? Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.